it's Jen for the Love of Iris. Welcome to another one of our 31 Days of Halloween. This is the project we're going to make today. It is a diamond fold card and it opens up like this. Isn't that cool? We're going to be using the Playful Palette Designer Series paper, the Jar of Haunts stamp set, and the Timeless Textures stamp set to do this on the Whisper White paper. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to need is a piece of 6 1/4 by 11 inch cardstock. And let's get out our paper trimmer. And on the 11 inch side, you are going to score at 4, 6, and 7 1/2. Now on the 4, oh, I'm sorry, you didn't see that at all. I'm so sorry. You're going to score at 4, 6, and 7 1/2. Okay, sorry about that. Now working on the 4 inch side, you are going to take a pencil and you're going to mark at the 2 right here on the top. So from your very first score line to the end is 4 inches. Mark at 2. Okay, on the top and on the bottom. If you need to flip it around, you can do that. Okay, so now your score line is over here at the 4 and your edge is at the line on the trimmer, 2. Then you also want to mark on the edge here at half. So half of 6 1/4 is 3 1/8. So you want to mark it at 3 1/8. So you should have 3 marks there. Can you see those? 1 mark there, and then a 2 inch right here on either one of the sides. Okay, so that's what you should have. What you want to do is you want to now place your 2 inch mark, the mark on the top here, into your groove of your paper trimmer, and then line up the second score line, not the first one, not this first one, but the second one. Okay? So this second score line right here into your trimmer, not the first one, but the second one into the bottom, and then your 2 inch into the top, okay? And we're going to score. Okay? And yes, we're scoring through that first score line. So don't panic. That's what we're supposed to be doing. So it should look like that. And now you're going to do the same thing. You're going to line up the 2 inch mark down here and your second score line up here. Okay? So you want to line that all up and score. You're basically creating an X. All right? So it should look something like this. Got your X, right? Everybody with me? My phone's going off. It's going to be okay. All right, and now what you're going to do next is you're going to line up your pencil marks. You're going to line up your 2 inch with your 3 1/4, or 3 1/8 rather, sorry. And you're actually going to cut, and this is going to create your diamond pattern. Okay, so you're going to be just removing these little triangles here. Same thing here. Line up that pencil mark here with this pencil mark here and remove. Okay, so now you've got a wonky looking piece of paper. We'll remove this now. And let's go ahead and get our bone folder out. And we are going to fold mountain, valley kind of. All right, so you're going to fold it in thirds, almost like so it's a regular card fold. Let me erase this pencil mark here. If you have any pencil marks on yours and you want to erase them, you can go right ahead. Okay, and then what you want to do on this is, this one's going to kind of fold this way. You want to fold your diamonds, and it's kind of tricky, but if you just fold them, so you want to keep your diamond flat. So if you just fold your diamond flat, it should fold into place. This is going to tuck under and your diamond's going to be flat. So if you tuck this middle piece under, these two pieces here should fold up, and that will create your card base. Okay? So you've got your card base here. These two pieces are folded in, and then you can open that up. And that's just basically the base of your card. You want to get your bone folder out, and you want to reinforce these score lines as best as you can, because the better you reinforce this, the flatter it's going to fold. All right? And now to decorate this, it's actually quite simple. It looks intimidating, but it's really not. You're going to need, well, this is how I decorated it. I took a piece of Whisper White and I cut it at 6 by 3. What did I cut this? Shoot, I can't even remember. 6 by, let me measure it. 3 1/4. Okay? This one is 6 by 3 1/4. And then this one is 6 by 1 1/4. And this one is going to go actually right here, so that it makes the illusion of a full panel of white right there. Okay? And I'm going to stamp that with Peekaboo Peach with this on the Timeless Textures. And this is one of my favorite stamps to use as an accent border. You just pick it up and kind of tap it and roll it, and it makes such a neat edging. I really like this one, doing it this way. And just ink it up and stamp it and move it and twist it and turn it kind of to give just a nice little border. And then it still leaves you a bunch of room to write. And this Peekaboo Peach ink will lighten up, and it will match the cardstock perfectly. And that needs a little bit there. Okay, so there's that one piece. And then here's another, this little piece here. Gonna do the same thing. Just take it down right here. Go around the edges here. Okay. I wasn't sure about this Peekaboo Peach when I first got it. But for Halloween, it's quite perfect. I find myself using it quite a bit in my Halloween series. I'm sure y'all are probably sick of it by now. Like, can you please use another color? I'm just going to take some snail here and adhere this. And this one is going to go on here. If this is the card, I'll do it right side up so you don't get confused. This is the card. It's going to go on this side of the diamond right here on this piece. Okay? All right, and then this piece, so this is our diamond, folded flat. This piece is going to go on the inside for your message, right here. Okay. And then the playful palette pieces that I'm using. To cut the diamond, what you're going to do is you're going to need a piece of 6 by 3 3/4 inch designer series paper, whatever you choose. I'm going to use the playful palette. So I'm going to cut this at 3 3/4. And then you're just going to repeat the same process. You're going to mark in the center at 1 7/8, which is right here on both sides. Okay, and then you're going to mark at 3, which is half. Half of 6 is 3 on both sides, and then half of 3 3/4 is 1 7/8. So 1 7/8 on both sides of the short piece, and then 3 on both sides of this, and then you're going to line up your marks and cut to create your diamond, just the same way we did on the front of the cardstock. Save these, because these are going to be your inside pieces. Okay, so save those. Okay. And I'm just lining all of the points up in my track, and I'm creating my diamond. All right, there we go. Now, this will fit exactly on there. Isn't that cool? Cool. Okay, so let's adhere this down. Again, just gonna use snail. Now this opposite pattern is not gonna work for me for my particular project, but if you were using a double-sided paper, all you would do would be flip over the paper on the other side, and it would fit right in these pieces right here. See? It would just trim off 1/8 of an inch and it would fit right in here. But since I don't want mine all to be the same, I'm going to use the leftover pieces from this project, because see, I used these pieces. So I'm going to use the leftover pieces from that project, which are these, and I'm going to adhere those in here. And then, oh, this is the same size, 1 1/4 by 6. So let's cut another 1 1/4 by 6. And that's going to go there. Oh, but wait, I wanted to switch that, didn't I? Yeah. You're going to need 2 diamonds. One, obviously there, and then the other one you'll just cut in half. So just line up your points and your track. So create 2 diamonds, line up your points in your track, and then you'll have your 2 diamonds there. So let me adhere this down with some snail. Okay, and then if you just take your little pieces here, and you'll take just 1/8 of an inch, which is this very first line here after your track. If you just cut off 1/8 of an inch on 4 of these, then you will have your inside pieces, and you'll be all set to go. Now, if you're using your the opposite side of the diamond, then you don't even have to worry about. Just use the pieces that you cut off from the diamond. You don't have to try to figure out which pieces are what, but okay. And then you will adhere these down here. Whoopsie. Whoopsie, I can't keep a hold of anything. Oopsie, this is going to go here. And then this one is going to go here. Because theoretically, you're taking your rectangle, right? And you're just cutting it in triangles. So if you just remove 1/8 of an inch, that's what we do when we create a border anyway. And then this last one right here. Okay, and then we can close our diamonds back up. Now we've got our card base back again. And then to save time, I already cut out and stamped a little jar with some candy corns in it. And I've got the Happy Halloween stamp from the Jar of Haunts, and I'm going to ink that up with some Memento Tuxedo Black ink. Oh, I can't do it on there, can I? Maybe I'll put it right here. Yeah, I'm going to have to alter my card design because you can't stamp it on the black. So I'll just put it right there on this card. And I will put my candy jar. Where's my dimensionals? Thought I had them. There's no phone. Oh, here they are. I'll put my candy corn centered in my diamond on this one instead of a little bit lower to leave room for the sentiment, because that way I had a sentiment there on the bottom. But that still leaves you plenty of room to write your message on the inside. Come on now. Thank you. Okay. There we go. So, what do you think? Neat little fold. And they open like that. Okay, thanks for joining me for another one of our 31 Days of Halloween. Hope you have a great day. Bye!